Joining us now, Congressman Jim Renacci, Republican from Ohio. Congressman, here's my point on health reform, and I hope you'll get into it. I say something is better than nothing, so pass it and pass it now. And you say?
Well, look, Stuart, and thank you for having me. I do agree. We've got to move something. We have a system that's collapsing around us. In Ohio, we have 18 counties that are losing coverage, 10,000 people that don't have coverage. We've got to do something. We've got to shore some things up. And that's why I was a big advocate of, even though the Republican bill in the House was not perfect, I wanted to move it over to the Senate. I wanted the Senate to be able to get something done, and then hopefully we can get the conference and get something done. It's a process.
It's a process, and it's great to be on that process. But if it fails, if there's a no vote, or if you can't come up with a deal among Republicans, you know it's going to go to the Democrats. They will fix their own mess, and they'll give you Obamacare on steroids. Am I reading it right?
Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to let that happen again. I'm a big believer that the process has to work its way through. The Senate now has it. The Senate has to come to an agreement just like the House did, and then the House and the Senate have to come to an agreement. Look, as you know, I'm a business guy. I'm not used to this long process, but it is a process, and we have to go through it. It's what the founders wanted. They didn't want anything to happen so fast. But in this case, we got to move it along pretty quickly.
Now, Congressman, you got a shout out from Vice President Pence last night. Let our viewers take a look at this. Roll tape, please.
I was for Jim Renacci before it was cool. I really was. I got to know him before he was even elected to the Congress, and now he serves on the powerful Ways and Means Committee. He's been a great champion of economic growth and jobs here in Ohio, and I'm truly honored that you be with us today, Congressman.
Well, it was a longer speech than just his shout out to you. Was he convincing in pushing the president's growth agenda? Did he bring some Republicans in who might have been out?
Well, I was there. I can tell you there was a big crowd. They were applauding. I mean, he wants to get things done. Vice President Pence, Governor Pence before that, and Congressman Pence before that has been a personal friend of mine for years. He's a really good man who wants to move this agenda forward. I know he's going to work very hard with the president and the administration to get this agenda moving forward. And I know in Ohio, he convinced some people yesterday.
Quickly, would you handicap it for us? A lot of the people around this table have got a consensus, a 60-40 handicap, that there will be a yes vote. 60-40. And you?
Well, I believe in the end, we know we have to change things. A lot of us ran on repealing and replacing Obamacare, so I'm going to say that we're going to make something happen in the Senate. Although I'm not over there, I believe they're going to make something happen, and then we're going to get it done when they bring it back to the House.
Congressman, look, thanks as always for joining us. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stuart.
All right. Now